That doesn't come easy, right? It doesn't come like, oh, let me post one thing and we're done.
Yeah.
No, it's consistent, 2 years. I haven't missed a single day. There's 3 to 5 posts every day. People don't follow projects, they follow people.
Yes.
So you use tools, you use marketing tools, and that shifts over the years. And I think right now we're really in the, I like to call it the age, but it's probably just the year of InfoFi. Honestly, I think you mentioned one of them already, authenticity. I think whatever you do, you gotta be authentic. Whether you're an individual creator or you're a project, right? You gotta be who you are, stand for what you are, believe in it, have passion, and be authentic. I think dedication is important. You can't just show up when it suits you, right? You gotta always be there.
Hello guys, this is Neil from Yellow Media. We're at our event at Token2049. It's a golfing event, and we've split up some time to actually do some interviews here. And I've been joined by Paul.
Hey man.
Hi, Paul. Nice to meet
you.
you. Paul is from Paul's Penthouse.
Yeah,
is the name of the show, Paul's Penthouse.
Yeah, that's the brand.
Yeah, that's the brand, yes. So we're sitting at the Yellow Penthouse with
Paul from Boston.
We're not in your country Penthouse, but anyway.
It's quite nice.
Welcome. Paul is one of our ambassadors. Just started with Yellow, is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I met some of the team in Dortmund at the conference event. I think it was the beginning of September, and I met a few of the team members of Yellow, and they introduced me, to themselves and to what they were doing. And it was a very nice, cozy event. So we met a little bit during the event, and then the after party, and we started partying together. And I was like, I like these guys. It's like a part of the BD team, and we really got a good connection. So they introduced me to the fact that what Yellow is building right now, and what the plans are. And I was like, well, I love to work with Yellow, and
well, we're glad to have you, Paul. We're glad to have you. So give us a bit of a background on who you are, what it is you do, and for the audience, to give them a better understanding in terms of what it means to be a content creator.
Absolutely.
And how everyone obviously aspires to. It sounds like an amazing job, sitting in your penthouse, doing selfies and making money, but I suppose that's not the case. So
no, I wish.
Give us some background.
I wish it was that easy. I wish it was that nice. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it personally. I think you need to enjoy this sort of stuff to be able to do this in the first place, right? Because, my background is not in crypto. Obviously, I've had different jobs. I work in hospitality management. But when I turned full-time into crypto was, I believe, 2021, end of 2020, I would say. And I've been familiar with crypto since 2016. And I've always had a knack for marketing. So yeah, throughout the years, I worked on first a lot of NFT projects, and then started doing marketing for crypto projects. For the last 2 years, worked as the CMO at Reform DAO. And along that line, I also started posting more content on my own social media profile on X. And that started growing quite significantly over the last 2 years. But yeah, that doesn't come easy, right? It doesn't come like, oh, let me post one thing and we're done.
Yeah.
No, it's consistent, 2 years. I haven't missed a single day. There's 3 to 5 posts every day that go out. It's not just, every day I post a good morning post, right? So that's easy, you would say. And yeah, I agree. It's not difficult, but doing that every day for like 2 years, it becomes a bit harder, right? So you need to enjoy this sort of stuff. You need to enjoy connecting with people, replying to everyone. Like, hey, good morning, man. Oh, hey, you're back again today. Good morning. And I guess that's a bit of a, you need to get energy from that, right? And then comes the hard work and really diving into projects, writing content that people aspire to read. And taking people on a journey. I think that's the key of being a creator. You need to really take people on a journey with you, so they are happy to come back and watch what you're doing.
Absolutely. And is there an inflection point where that hard work starts paying off? Or do you really have to grind it for the first couple of months or first couple of years? Like, is there a point where it becomes worth it? Or is it a gradual okay, let me ask you this. Is it worth it?
In my opinion, yes, but it's because also I get a lot of energy from it, right? Okay. I like this. So when I started doing this, the energy pays me off quite quickly.
Yeah.
In terms of monetary value, no, that often doesn't happen too quick. Obviously, you hear these stories of people that gain 100,000 or 1 million followers overnight because they did something crazy on the internet. That's not the case for most creators. Most creators have built for a long time. And what I think is, it starts paying up after a while. It just depends whether you feel you're ready to actually work with projects where they actually work with you and pay you for your what you provide to them. Or where you can add value to projects, or where you can advise projects, right? And I think that's when it becomes worth it from a monetary value. And for me, I think we just started doing that 3-4 months ago, and it's very, very small still, because most projects I work with, I just genuinely feel like, hey, I connect with these guys, I want to grow with them, I want to explore more what they're doing. I know the people that follow me are interested in this, and hopefully that will scale up in the future. But yeah, it's...
So is the objective to make the payoff a monetary one? This is something you can do full time? Is that the idea?
Oh,
Is
yeah.
this what you want to do with your careers?
Yeah, so
content and
I would love to, right?
And grow brands through that process.
Yeah, right now I'm here at Token2049. I love this event in Singapore, and I do shoot some content, but it's mostly me or one of my team who's with me. I would love to come back next year, have a professional camera set up, go to all the events, be a media partner of all these events. Because I have a couple of friends who do this full time. They are larger creators, and I like that, right? Create proper content, take people on the journey once again. I think that's something that, I resonate with a lot. So I would love to do that. And I think if you work very hard and you put in all the hours yourself, you can get to this point relatively quickly, because how much money do you need to earn to get a full-time salary out of it?
Yeah, sure.
It's not that much in the end, right?
And the industry needs authenticity. That's what it needs these days.
Agree.
With AI and all of that, to build the authenticity, I think is what is very much needed. So in terms of the niches and trends that you are looking forward to exploring this week at Token2049, what kind of events are you going to? What kind of narratives are you looking out for? What are you bullish on?
So it's quite a few things, right? I focus on quite a few different things while I'm here. Obviously, I'm here also in my job as a CMO for the company I work with. So that's obviously, we organize a few events ourselves. I want to be at those events. I want to talk with potential clients or our own clients and synergize with them, meet some friends. I'm also here for Paul's Penthouse, obviously. So I host shows focused on deep focused on AI, focused on crypto news. So I'm always looking to meet with new project founders, with projects, with traders, with KOLs, with anyone who's doing anything in the space, who has a strong opinion, who has a voice that I can bring to the show, and we can talk about what's going on. And that's also one of my goals. But on the other hand, I think it's super interesting to see how, and I think this is something not many people talk about, and maybe I'm burning bridges when I'm doing this now, but for example, if you as a project want to start listing on a centralized exchange, you get a form where there's a lot of information about what you need to do in order to be capable of start this whole listing process. And one of the first things they ask you is like, oh, do you have an X amount of followers on X? 100,000, 200,000. So as a marketeer, I've been really closely observing trends on how projects create these followers for themselves. Because why would a project get 100,000 followers in a month, right? Well, people don't follow projects, they follow people.
Yes.
So you use tools, you use marketing tools, and that shifts over the years. And I think right now we're really in the, I like to call it the age, but it's probably just the year of InfoFi. There's a lot of platforms out there. There's a lot of platforms emerging. I've met a lot of builders and founders of these different platforms out there. And I think that's a super interesting niche, because it's really between the balance of, can we attract people that have an interest in our product versus can we attract people that we need in order to excel with our product? And those are two very different people, because the one is just a number, the other one is quality.
Wonderful. And for the marketers out there, your top 3 tips on growing your community?
Well, honestly, I think you mentioned one of them already, authenticity. I think whatever you do, you got to be authentic. Whether you're an individual creator or you're a project, right? You got to be who you are, stand for what you are, believe in it, have passion, and be authentic. I think dedication is important. You can't just show up when it suits you, right? You got to always be there. And you can have a team to do that as well. But I think it's important to be there, be on top of things, really, make people feel they're part of what you're building. And I think that ties in with what I said earlier. You need to create a journey for people to join you on. And I think that's the same for a project. It needs to be a journey where people feel like, hey, I'm joining them on what they're building. I'm a part of this group. There's more people here who are in the same journey as me. So now I like these people because they know what I'm going through in a good or in a bad way. So I think that's also a very important one. And I guess there's a lot of third options to add, but I would always say honesty. I think transparency is something the company I work for stands for. I stand for as a creator. And I think it's key in this industry because we're in a very interesting industry when it comes to transparency right now. And I think it's a key to have transparency to move forward.
It's very transparent, but it's also very not.
It really is not. No. Everything is behind closed doors.
The theory is there. Everything's on the blockchain. In reality, it's a bit distorted. So That's a very good point.
Yeah.
And this is your first time in Singapore?
Second time.
Second time.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was here 2 years ago with a company I was working for back then.
Yeah.
And was mainly at the Token event because they were sponsor of that event back then. And yeah, it was. I love going to Singapore. You know, it's a crazy city. I love the vibes. There's so many events, and especially now as a creator, I think what I realized this time more than ever, and I've been to quite some events before, is you start getting a name for yourself, right? But that also means you start meeting a lot of people, right? And now I start going to all these events, and I walk in, it's like, oh hey, you're here, oh hey, you're here, right? And I think that makes it so much more fun. Because if you come here as a BD or as a marketeer and you just want to find clients and meet people, you get very, very drained from that energy-wise, because you're just working, right? And now it's more about I'm doing the work, but I'm also just connecting with people and having fun. And I think that balance makes it such a nice week.
Wonderful. Are you a Formula One guy?
Yes, I love it. I watch it. I am leaving the moment it starts.
I've got the same problem. So who's going to win on the weekend?
I'm from the Netherlands.
I don't even want to. Okay, interview over. We're done.
I have a little hope that he still has a chance to make it this year, but we'll see.
Slipping away, but
we'll see.
Yeah. All right, wonderful. Do you want to give us your socials and where we can the community can find you?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, it will be probably somewhere on the screen or will be posted somewhere, but you can follow my own page on X, it's Paulus. And then obviously I have an X page for the shows that we host called Penthouse. We just created that. It's very small, but it's more because it's a host account. So, yeah, we're slowly starting creating more content for that page as well. But again, it's an additional content skeleton and content creation that you have to go through.
You're kid friendly.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, no. It sounds like it's bad, but no, we're all good to go. There might be some shouting and some bad words in between, but yeah,
wonderful.
It's kid friendly, absolutely.
Well, Paul, we're very happy to have you as an ambassador and look forward to working together with you and creating good, authentic content. And like you say, telling the story. And I think the most important thing about these ambassador programs and working with the likes of guys like you is that you've got an external party telling the story. Because when you speak about it internally, we often don't know how to articulate it. So you're almost like a translator for us. And if it's something you believe in and we're a project that you believe in, then it's like an extended family.
Yeah, I think.
Very good to have you on board.
Likewise. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.